I'm extremely concerned about this ongoing, continuing military operations by both sides. More than 60,000 people have been killed during the last 22 months. I'm pained myself if I think how many more people could die if the violence does not stop now.
Is it possible to negotiate with Mr. Assad?
There is a joint communique agreed in Geneva June last year, where we can address this issue through a transitional period by establishing a transitional governing body with the full executive power.
Let's move on to Mali. Why is the UN so reluctant to start helping France and the African forces in Mali with logistics in particular?
Safety and security of the United Nations personnel and humanitarian workers on the ground, as well as civilian population, that comes out as a paramount concerns. That is why I have made this point clearly to the Security Council. That is why I have recently deployed a political mission in Bamako to discuss with the Malian authorities as well as troop contributing countries.
But is it not true that France is not indeed getting all the help that it needs from the UN or other countries that can help?
I had a good talk with the French foreign minister. Even yesterday, I had a meeting with the French ambassador. They are very much satisfied. This in the hands of the Security Council now.
Ahead of the Los Cabos G20, you wrote to world leaders saying, and let me get this right, they need to tackle the jobs crisis. It's something we've talked a lot about this week in Davos. Ensure green growth and promote sustainable development. It must be a depressing time for you when we look at those issues and see how little has actually been achieved.
The G20 has been playing a very important role. This is a very important institution at this time to address global financial crisis, enhancing competitiveness and reviving growth by all the countries, particularly countries in the European Union.
Would you agree with Christine Lagarde, who says there seems to be this regulation fatigue and a complacency once again, or do you believe enough has been done on the regulation front to stop an economic crisis happening again?
This has been continuously discussed among the G20 leaders during the last several years. There is an issue of transparency issues and how one country's economic policies will affect the other countries, because we are living in an interconnected world at this time.